Hey, we're picking up our conversation with Democratic strategists Joe Lestingi and Raffi Williams from the Republican National Committee. Gentlemen, we were talking about some observations that Dick Morris recently made, saying the Democratic Party is trying to do basically what Bill Clinton did towards the end of his term when he was still in office. Triangulation was a term used then. What he's saying now, Democrats really trying to appeal to moderates while not really being moderate. What's your take, Joe?
I think that's full-heartedly. Every campaign in America is the same, which is the fight for the middle of the electorate. I don't think Democrats or Republicans are trying to be a sheep in wolf's clothing, or a wolf in sheep's clothing, or vice versa even, because the truth is both parties want to speak to the middle. We just have different ways of going about it. I think if you look at the Tea Party on the right and liberals on the left, in the end, we're all fighting for the middle because that's going to decide the election.
Well, Raffi, the middle, moderate's a kind of a dirty word in some wings of the Republican Party. What do you think about Joe's comments?
Well, I mean, I think he's just off base here. Democrats are obviously unenthused about the election coming up. Republicans are very enthused. So Democrats right now are trying to strategize is, how do I appeal to more of the moderates, the conservative independents? How do I get them on my side? And so right now, they're trying to distance themselves from Obama. They're trying to convince people that they're not a rubber stamp for this toxic president, because they know that being tied to Obama and the liberal failed agenda is only going to bring them down. And so I think they are trying to play wolves in sheep's clothing right now. You know, they're trying to say that they stand up for local issues, but then they go and vote with Obama and Reid over 90% of the time on most of the issues. So they're not obviously looking out for their home state.
All right, everybody can read more about this in Dick Morris's book called Power Grab, Obama's Dangerous Plan for a One-Party Nation. They can also go to powergrab401.com to get a copy of the book. Let's move ahead. We'll talk about the Clinton legacy a little bit more. An interesting stump speech from Hillary Clinton, getting heckled. I want to get you guys' reaction to how she handled this. Let's play the clip.
Thank you all. It is wonderful to be with you again.
They would put millions of our children at risk.
You know, there are some people who miss important developmental stages.
Well, there you have Hillary Clinton, the former First Lady, Secretary of State as well, being heckled there in California, actually at a conference about education, so very quick with the pun there. Raffi, you might even have to agree with Joe on this. This was a pretty impressive rebuttal from Hillary Clinton there, considering she has not handled these types of situations very well in the past.
No, I mean, she did a great job handling it, but the thing is, you know, she's a practiced pro. She's been around D.C. and politics for decades now, and so it'd be more surprising if she flubbed it or didn't handle it properly.
All right, Joe, I want to move on to one more campaign issue, and that's down in Texas. Wendy Davis getting really personal against her opponent there, Greg Abbott, the current Attorney General. He is, of course, in a wheelchair. She's released a new ad. Let's play that, and we'll get your reaction on the other side.
Listen, my reaction is that if she wants to attack a guy in a wheelchair, that's her prerogative. As for me, I'm running a different type of campaign. I'm running a campaign that's focused on solving the problems of Texans, like securing the border, keeping Texas #1 for jobs, continue fighting against Barack Obama's EPA that's crushing jobs in Texas. So I will focus on the future of Texas while my opponent continues to attack me.
All right, I'm sorry, that was a response from Abbott to the Wendy Davis ad. Joe, you know, going after a guy in a wheelchair, a lot of folks on all sides of the political spectrum saying maybe not the best idea. What is your take? Good idea, bad idea?
I think this ad that she ran was genius, actually, because if you read the reports coming out of Texas, which is, as we know, if you're from Texas, the only thing that matters is news from Texas, not national news. But what they have said, and what they continue to rehash, is the fact that he got injured and he sued and he made millions, and then after he did that, he changed the law so that no one else could do it after him. So it was a bit of a do what I say but not as I did type mentality, and it's permeating through. It's all about that part of the message, that attacking him whether or not he's in a wheelchair. He's running for governor. He needs to stand up for his record, and his record was changing tort reform after he received his tort.
All right, interesting choice of words there. I don't think you meant anything by that, but we'll have to leave it there. Joe Lestingi, Raffi Williams. Gentlemen, as always, spirited conversation. We'll have you both back for more political conversation here on America's Forum. We roll on right after this short commercial break.